The activities icon in Pipedrive is a crucial part of the CRM and generally represents your scheduled tasks, follow-ups, and actions related to your deals, contacts, or organizations. This green rectangle here says activity. Clicking on this arrow will give us options to either sync calendar or to import data. But to simply add an activity, we click on the plus sign in the green rectangle. It gives us the options of what we can do. We could add a call through, we could add a meeting, we could add a task, we could add a deadline to a deal, we could send an email, and we can book for a lunch. This is the space to fill in the time. This is the date. Here we fill in the time from so and so a.m. to so and so a.m. or from so and so p.m. to so and so p.m. And here is the priority. How important is this activity? Is it of high priority? Is it of a medium priority? Or is it of a low priority? You can add the location, a video call, and add a description, either busy or free. We need to choose one, and then here we have the name of the agent that's responsible for this account, and then the link for the deal or lead will be here, and the person will fill in the contact's name here, the organization here, and then when we're done, click on save. We can also schedule a meeting. We can either manage availability or we pick times for the meeting. Now over here on this dashboard, these are deals. Here we have the subject, the title of the deal. To edit or change anything here, we'll click on this pencil icon and then we are free to edit. Subject, deals. Hovering on this deal title will bring up the important details of the deal, like the person's name, how much is involved, the date, and the stage of the deal. Next is the priority. Again, you can set it to either high or medium or low, depending on the urgency of the deal. The contact person's name goes here. That is the person you're dealing with from the company. Person's email goes here. The person's phone number goes here. The company or organization goes here. The due date of the deal goes here. The duration of the deal goes here. And the assigned agent's name goes here. Now, this is a list of to-do. This is a to-do list. If you want to view overdue items, we click on overdue and the list has changed. If you want to check what we have to do today, things that are scheduled for today, we click on today. The same thing we do for tomorrow, for this week, for next week, and for a select period. Now, if you know, let's go back to do. As you can see, some of these are in red and these last two are in green. The red here means these are overdue activities. The green color here means that these are scheduled for today. So whatever is gray, activities that are scheduled for a future date usually show up in gray, and the ones that have no planned activity usually show up in yellow. Another thing we can do is to sync our calendar. To do that, you click on this white rectangle on the right which says open calendar sync, and then we connect our email account. Once that is done, we'll follow the process. For a done deal, to mark a deal as done, we'll come over here, click on this circle beside the deal, beside the subject, brings this up. This is the page, activity on it, and because it's already done, you come down here, click mark as done, click save, and it changes on the dashboard. This is the contacts timeline. People, to add a single person, click on this plus sign on this green rectangle, and then we can fill in a person's personal details, the name, the organization, the phone number, whether work, home, mobile, or other, the person's email, whether work, home, or other, marketing status, is it no consent, is it subscribed, is he unsubscribed, he or she. Then the owner is the agent who is handling the registration, and then how many people will this be visible to? Is it just to the item owner's visibility group, or to the item owner alone, or to the item owner's visibility group and subgroups, or to all users? If you tick the appropriate one and you click on save, and that is that. To add more than one person at a time, we either import data or we sync contacts. So to fill in the contacts page, what do we need? We need the person's name, organization, email, phone number, close deals if any, open deals if any, next activity, and the owner. Let's move on to organizations. It's basically the same format. We have our green rectangle here, only this time this one says organization. To add a single organization, click on the plus button and fill in the name of the organization. The label means, okay, is it a customer, Is it a hot lead? Is it a warm lead? Is it a cold lead? That is important. Once that is filled, click add label, and then label color, which you get to choose the color you want, and then click on save, and we're done. The same way as with people, if we want to add more than one organization at a time, if we want to add more than one, we either import data or we sync contacts. And what do we look out for in registering organizations? The name, the address, the people, the person involved from the company, closed deals, if any, open deals, if any, next activity, date, and the owner. We have the contacts timeline, and then we have merge duplicates. So whether it's people or organizations, if you have a list where we have more than one, you erroneously, or whichever way, you saved one person's details more than once, here you can merge them into one person. Next, we're going to talk about these three dots down here. It brings out this. In Pipedrive, a deal is a qualified sales activity. Qualified sales activity is a deal that has gotten to the won stage. Pipedrive does not have a separate customers record or list like a lead. Rather, the status of the deal determines if the contact becomes a customer. Here is the relationship between a lead, a customer, and a deal. In Pipedrive, the concept of a customer is tied to a won deal. A customer is someone you've successfully sold to. When a deal is moved to the won stage of your pipeline, the associated contact, whether a person or an organization, in other words, the associated lead, is essentially considered a customer. To create a deal, click on this green rectangle up here. Create a single individual deal. You click on the plus sign and then fill this form. Then you click on save. To create more than a single deal at a time, that's talking about a list of deals, you click on the arrow, click on import data, and then you follow the process. Since this video is essentially about understanding the icons on the sidebar menu, we will be going in depth into creating an actual deal and then customizing the pipeline to suit your individual business in another video. In Pipedrive, a lead is an unqualified prospect. They are termed as unqualified because they may have just entered your world, maybe by filling a form on your website, signing up for a newsletter, meeting you at an event, or showing an interest in your product or service. But you are not yet sure if they are ready to buy. Leads are put in a dedicated space called the lead inbox until you determine if they have a real need, budget, or authority to buy. The lead booster. This is a collection of 4 tools designed to help you generate and qualify more leads. It's a sort of lead generation toolkit that helps you turn your website traffic and outbound prospecting efforts into a steady stream of new qualified leads that are automatically fed into your Pipedrive leads inbox for your team to work on. These tools are live chat, chat box, web forms, and prospector. Let's start with the chat box. This is an automated chat function you can add to your website. It's available round the clock to engage with visitors, ask them qualifying questions based on your criteria, and automatically save them as leads in your Pipedrive account. Live chat. The live chat feature allows your sales team to take over a conversation from the chatbot in real time. If the chatbot identifies a high value prospect, a sales representative or you can jump in and have a direct live conversation to schedule a meeting. Web forms. This allows you to create customizable web forms that you can embed on your website. When a visitor fills the form, their information is automatically captured and saved as a lead or a deal in Pipedrive. This makes it easy to capture information from inbound inquiries without manual data entry. Next is Prospector. This is an outbound lead generation tool. It's a database you can search to find new potential customers who fit your ideal customer profile. You can filter by criteria like industry, company size, location, and job title. Once you find a good match, you can use credits to reveal their verified contact information like emails and phone numbers to reach out to them directly. How do you add a lead? To add a lead, come to this green rectangular button here. If you want to add one lead or add them individually, you click on the plus sign. This brings out this form and you fill the person's details: contact person, phone number, email, title, organization, value, labels, blah and blah. And if you want to add a list of leads, you click on this arrow instead, and then you can import data to uncover hot leads and hidden opportunities among companies visiting your website. You can contact your leads before web visitors. This is for contacting new leads and hidden opportunities among companies visiting your site. You need to be on a plan to access this. Messaging integrates your Facebook Messenger into your Pipedrive. LinkedIn does the same thing for LinkedIn. Integrates your LinkedIn profile into your Pipedrive CRM. The next icon is Pulse. Pulse in Pipedrive is what some other tools call a dashboard. It gives you a view of just about everything all in one place. Pulse is a collection of features that use AI and automation to provide a more intelligent and efficient sales workflow. Its major components are the pulse field, scores, sequences, and data enrichment. Pulse field acts as your to-do list. It helps you see follow-ups. Follow-ups are ongoing deals that need a response, such as unreplied emails or overdue activities. Your pulse feed also helps you see overlooked deals, neglected deals that haven't had any recent activity. They also help you see opportunities. New opportunities are fresh deals that have just been created and need a next step. Another component is scores. Customer scoring in Pipedrive is a way to rank your deals and leads based on how likely they are to become a paying customer. In a nutshell, this is how it works. You tell Pipedrive what is a good deal for your business. This could be things like 1. The size of the potential deal, 2. The industry of the company, 3. How many times the lead has visited your website's pricing page, 3. How many times the lead has visited your website's pricing page, 4. If they have opened your email or downloaded a resource, or 5. How recently they've engaged with you. Pipedrive does the calculation based on points you assign to each of these factors and then tells your sales team which opportunities to focus their time and energy on. The next component of Pulse is sequences. This component helps you automate your follow-up process. You can create personalized email flows and task reminders to ensure you consistently engage with your leads. Sequences. The next Pulse component is sequences. Sequences help you automate your follow-up process. You can create personalized email flows and task reminders to ensure you're consistently engaging with your leads and deals without having to remember every single step. Let's check out how sequences works. You do that by clicking the green rectangular button to the right. Adding a sequence, we have an option to either start from scratch or use a template. Let's go with use a template. So here we have 3 sequence templates: 1, 2, and 3. Let's go back to 1 and see how it works. This is a 10-day sequence with 1 activity and 4 emails. On the right over here are the steps. Day 1, a welcome email. After 3 days, which brings you to day 4, you reply the welcome email if they haven't responded. After another 3 days, which brings you to day 7, you invite them to book a call. You send the invite via email, and then after another 3 days, which brings you to day 10, you schedule an activity to manually follow up with a call. And then the same day, 5 minutes later, still on day 10, you send a final check-in email. Once you click select templates, you begin to fill in the parameters that you want. That's how it works. The final component of Pulse is data enrichment. This feature automatically fills in missing information for your contacts and organizations. By simply having an email address or company website, the system can find publicly available data like company size, industry, location, and key contact details. This saves you time on manual research and provides a more complete picture for your outreach. This can only be accessed if you are on a paid plan. Today we're going to talk about campaigns. Here we have email campaigns, automated campaigns, and email templates. Before you start sending campaigns, you need to do two things. First is to add your sender information. You can set up multiple senders for different purposes, but at least one is required to start sending campaigns. To add your sender information, you click add sender and fill up this form, and then you're good to go. The next thing you need to do is to mark your contacts as subscribers. You go to contacts and you follow the leadings. There's a second way to add sender information to your campaigns, and that's by clicking on settings here on the left, and then you click on this green sender button on your right, and then the same form pops up. So you simply fill in the details, click on continue, and you're good to go. Now let's go into email campaigns. Click on the green button that says email campaign. What is Marketplace? Marketplace is the page where we have all the tools we can connect to Pipedrive. Here we have MailChimp, QuickBond, Zapier, Apollo, JustCall, Pandadoc, Google Meet, Surf, Digitally. That's why it's called Marketplace. Google Meet, MailChimp, Asana, Zendesk, QuickBooks, Microsoft Teams, Zoom Meetings, Facebook Messenger, Trello, Money.com, DocuSign, Dealbot for Slack. And next we have automations. We have sequences. Here we can automate follow-ups using sequences to close more deals. This is Smart Docs. Here we can have all of our documents. We can connect to cloud storage. All of our quotes, proposals, and contracts are treated here. And then we have import data and export data. To export data, we select the export data type. Is it leads, the deals, organization, people, products, activities, notes, or file. Export format is either Excel or CSV. Then we'll click on export and follow the prompt. To import data, it's basically the same thing. We choose how we'd like to import the people, the organizations, the deals, leads, notes, activities into Pipedrive. This is done from a spreadsheet. Once you click this green rectangle, we get started on it. We do a drag and drop and the process begins. And here shows us our import history. There is none here at the moment. There's none here at the moment.